Well, what's up, YTPC? Here we are on the coop. Pretty nice out. I must say, it's pretty nice out. Pretty nice. I thought the neighbor might have put new mulch down because it actually smells sour out here. Well, he don't have any down. Somebody around here must have just did their flower bed. It just smells sour. It smells like I got my nose stuck in that this year's release of The Beast. That just smells like a sour light mulch. It's funny, I walked out the door and I smelt that because I brought the little dog out first. Let him do his thing before I come out here, and he's sitting in there by himself. Mommy's working down the road today, so I was like, damn, what's that smell? I was like, it smells like The Beast. But there's not that much of Beast out here, that's for sure. Somebody doing the mulch. Can't talk. Anyway, I am getting ready to smoke my semi-bent, semi-straight, ever how you want to look at it. Glass empty, glass full. Half empty, half full. I call this the Dublin horn because it's sort of horn shaped in a way with the curves of it, and then it's Dublin shape. You can call it what you want. I call it the Dublin horn. It's a Ardor Urano series from 2014. It was an eBay find for me for well under half price of what they usually go for, and it was unsmoked. I got a good deal on it. I have dedicated this pipe, some of you guys might know, but I have dedicated this pipe to the amazing Revor plug. So here we go. That was for you, Randy. You know what I'm talking about. When you smoke this, you can't help but let your vocal emotions be heard, even if you don't even realize it. I do this every time. I've already smoked plenty of this. Well, not plenty, but I've smoked 2 plugs of it so far. And every time I do, I check the tobacco reviews. And if you just do a Google search and then it comes up, it says tobacco reviews, click on that, and 9 out of 10 times the first reviewer on that list is Jim Inks. And as I told you before, and as Dave from St. David Pipes, he also talked about it. He's the, is the master illustrator for Marvel Comics. His reviews on a phone, if you pull it up, it's the whole phone screen. He's got so many taste buds that he's tasted on every tobacco he smoked. So at that point at the top, it'll go down through and tell you the name of the tobacco, the manufacturer, who blended it, all the stats on it. And then underneath of it, it'll have, for the reviews, it'll have oldest, newest, helpful. There's like 4 or 5 different categories that you could click on, and the reviews will come up like that. Well, I think the helpful one is the first one that comes up, and that's the one that has gem inks in it. I agree and disagree with him on different tobaccos. But if you click on newest, Jim's review was from 2014. The newest reviews are 2022. And Jim, he says, I got some notes here. You know, sometimes I gotta make notes, but I can't remember all this crap. So he says it's got a hint of the floral Lakeland essence. I pick up none in it. He says this is it got tonka bean, of course. He talks about the other flavors that are in it. Well, my take on it, I get the tonka bean and I get the cocoa. I just took the Revor plug and 1792 and held both jars side by side and just took like 10 whiffs out of each jar and go back and forth. They are similar in 10 note, bag note is for the aroma. I smell more cocoa in the Revor plug. I smell tonka bean in it. If you dig deep enough, you can smell the burleys, the nuttiness, the cocoa nuttiness from it. When I get that, it's like a hazelnut, but not like hazelnut butter, like peanut butter. It's not like hazelnut butter. It's got a hazelnut sense to it. It's funny how you can smell something but you can't describe it. Where the tonka bean has a cocoa, vanilla, cocoa, smoky. I mean, the 1792 has that, but not as much defined cocoa nuttiness the way the Revor plug does. So I clicked on the newest reviews, and this dude named Casey Jones, he said he could smell the Latakia as soon as he opened it. He said, I know they say there's no Latakia in it, but he smelled and tasted Latakia. Well, there's another one I have to disagree. I don't smell or taste Latakia. And he went on to say how he smoked pure Latakia and all the things that he smoked, and that is it has Latakia in it. Then he ended up saying that it tastes like dark plug with a little Latakia. Because he compared it to 1792, Condor, like 6 or 8 different ones that it does not taste like. But it does taste like dark plug. But he didn't say scented or unscented. He just said tastes like dark plug with a little Latakia. Well, when you pull up dark plug, you've got to be specific of scented or unscented. It does not taste like dark plug to me. Smoky mouthfeel. Creamy, thick, smoky mouthfeel. You can taste the cocoa and the nuttiness in it. It says it's a Virginia. They worded it both Virginia Burley, and the components are Kentucky, Virginia. So the Burley is a Kentucky, but it's not a smoky Kentucky like a dark-fired Kentucky. It's like it just has a hint of dark-fired to it, because it is made from dark-fired and flue-cured tobaccos, then pressed into a plug. And as I showed you not long ago, this plug is more like a crumble cake to me, because you can just break it up, opposed to it being a plug like 3Ps or Salty Dogs, where those are really dense and you have to cut them up. This, you can break a piece off and rub it out. Might be bigger pieces of tobacco than you prefer, but you can. Almost did it again, slow-mo. Just sitting here, right? This is the point that is the best. Where it's almost going out and you're sort of puffing on it to bring it back. It breaks just enough heat through the bowl to warm up everything and give it that sweetness that it has in the background. I can't help it now, Randy. I'm going to take that as the power of suggestion. I don't know how many times I've actually done that, because right now I can see that I have probably done it quite a bit. Because I want to do it again. Now I'm just in a habit that I want to do it. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. Some of you might not. It's not really an inside joke, but some of you will know. I know you know, Randy. Well, right there, man. Right there, right on the edge of going out is when it's the best. When you I don't want to say resurrect, but that word fits well right there. When you bring it back. And this pipe does gurgle. All my Ardors do. So if you're looking for an Ardor pipe, take that in mind. And it doesn't matter what tobacco, they all gurgle. They gurgle just like a Peterson does. I've got a half a dozen Petersons. Only one with a P-lip. And that's the one that I dedicated from day one for my 1792 flake. And I don't know if it's because of that tobacco, but it has not gurgled one time. And I've smoked it probably a half a dozen times so far. and no gurgle whatsoever with the 1792 flake. This is gurgle, and I keep forgetting to bring my little sleeve out, which got my pipe cleaners in it. But being outside, I can do the old Silvio method and sling it. I think that's all I got in the comparison of these. I've took up enough time of yours today. When it gives you the description of this on tobacco reviews, it says it's available, still in production. It's just not available for the U.S. market. This is one that if it was to hit the U.S. market, they would have to put a limit on it, or nobody would get it, because whoever got the first choice of it, they would buy whatever they could afford. They'd drain their bank account and buy as much Revor plug as they could. And they would probably sell some and make a couple bucks on it. I don't see how you can make money on reselling tobacco unless that's all you do is scalp it and resell it. Then you could make money. But just to buy 10 tins of something so you could sell 6 or 8 of them, some people aren't going to pay the price. Some people will. That's the problem. Some people will. This Revor plug, by the time I transferred the money and the fees through PayPal and everything, it cost me, the second go around, it cost me about almost $35 a pouch once it was said and done, because I got somebody to get me some from UK, and for him to get it shipped to his house, I had to pay for the price and pay the shipping there. Then for him to ship it to me, I had to pay that, and then all the PayPal fees for transferring it into pounds or whatever it was. It ended up being close to $35 a tin, or a bag, a pouch. Well worth it, in my opinion. If they were to break this into the American market like they did the brown sugar, this would sell out even faster than the brown sugar. Well, I hope y'all smoking something that y'all enjoy. This stuff is, like, today is just a beautiful, this is a Nirvana smoke right now. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Friday Eve. Remember, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And with that being said, until next time, you know what to do. Stuff them and puff them. I can't even hit the button. Now I feel like Smarty Bob, where he sits there with his clicker. See you guys.